Hello, hello. It's Formullama Blake. Loading in for the Formullama, sorry. Not cheeky bit of advertising. Formula Ray 1600s around Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit. Series that does have rain enabled. Could be the race we lose our A license. We just did one of these the previous hour, and we had a bit of a stinker. We actually got, for the first time in many, many years, I can't remember the last time it happened, I got disqualified for too many incidents. I just kept dropping it. I was, I was running in about P5 on the second lap, and it was a very greasy track. There wasn't much rain, but it was a damp track. I gambled a bit trying to overtake a car on a section of track which I knew was wet. I was hoping that it wouldn't be as treacherous in greasy conditions, but yeah, there's like a river running across the track, and the minute you even just tickle the brakes, bam, back end's gone. And then I was just over driving, trying to sort of compensate for that. I was doing a bit of a time trial because my single lap pace when I was clean was, it was up there. It's pretty much on par with the guy that won. Um, in terms of how it was sat in the field, it's probably about P4, P5, but that was a perfect example of consistency with King. He wasn't the quickest in that lobby by any means, but he won because he kept it pointing in the right direction for the longest amount of time. Yeah, so we're down to a 1.2 safety rating because we lost zero point 0.9, I think, incorporating the zero point 0.4 extra you get when you go over a threshold. So safety rating is going to be the name of the game for this. I've just noticed it's dry as well. I've not done any dry laps around here, so that's going to be an experience. I'm starting to get familiar with the car again. But yeah, as I say, it was greasy track conditions, and I'm assuming rain. It seems to be in this. You don't really have a massive change in conditions. I'm sure it will happen eventually, but in this series at least, it tends to be whatever conditions you load in practice, it is consistent for quali and the run. Just I say that. The rain starts in qualifying, so ignore everything I've just said. It was a dry practice, but the rain has decided to fall in qualifying. It's very light wet according to the overlay. It looks like it's just about started. I mean, the precipitation percentage was, oh, it's now gone to 100% because that is live, I suppose, but it was only a light percentage. I'm not sure what time the race is actually due off in terms of where it sits on the precipitation gauge. As it does seem to be only just starting to rain, we probably should get out there.
Pit exit looks clear. We've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
Very little amount of spray in the rear view, so I'm going to assume on that pace that just take a dry line. Hopefully we're going to get a lap on the board. Yeah, greasy conditions in the last race, didn't we? Maybe about P6 on the grid in the end. Yeah, it was pretty good, pretty decent. Yeah, it's just down here. The racing line is this left-hand side. I think it's that dark bit of tarmac there that we could just see. I'm pretty sure. Just started to brake on that back end. It wasn't like stamping on the brakes or anything like that, but a certain section around this track, if it's wet and you're on the racing line, it is just ice. Yeah, we rolled the dice trying to make sure we could get the position rather than ease off and tuck in behind the car. We had such a good run on it. It looked like we had to really overcompensate going there. It was one of them. I know in the future to back out of it or maybe just try and squeeze into the inside of it and get off that.
Green, green, green.
There's
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
car number 1 is Sam. He's like 7.7 KI rating. He is guaranteed to be probably that second after the next best car. Every time I nip in and out of these cars, he's always there and he's always stoked. Certainly has a knack for the car and he's got his own technical stride, so yeah, he is mighty. Though he did actually have a bit of a stinker in the last race. He lost the best part of 90 euros in the P8 and I think he invalidated his quali laps and made things difficult for himself being back to 12 on a 14 car grid, and every time he made some progress he'd make a mistake and drop back down. Yeah, certainly wasn't one of his better races. So he's going to be an angry man in this one, trying to make up for that. No idea what lap time we were expecting across the board. It's about steady, if not impressive. See what people are logging already. So yeah, there's Sam doing a 36.6. We're on course for a mid 37, which provisionally will be Q4. Let's see what time.
One more lap.
Then. Oh no, it's 38.1. I was looking at the complete wrong. I'm too distracted now and I've thrown it in.
P5.
I think I was looking at my optimal rather than the last. I suppose we didn't have a last. That'd be why. I disregarded my sector 3, which was half second off my optimal. Yeah, I didn't factor that in. Well, that's our quali done. Just a trading paints livery that we've stolen. I haven't got a Formullama one for this car yet. Not really something I've committed to drive into longer term. It's just something to jump into when I want to break from the TCRs, and I haven't got around to doing. I'm not really doing much of the IndyCar this season. Not yet, anyway. The tracks just haven't been great. I'm trying to do the odd oval. I'll try and do one of the. I think it's Auto Club. I think I saw Gareth
The
do a
leader's
video
just done
around
a
there.
136.3.
Do
The car in
that.
front has just done a
And I think next
138.5.
week the main full-length IndyCar series is back. It's at Long Beach. I haven't got the circuit, but I would quite like to do quite a few of them long-distance races, so I might buy that circuit. Sam stop after just one lap. He didn't pump in a 36.2 to start with, didn't he? No, 36.6. Yeah. So fair play to Kyle, being within half second, and he could yet improve actually, because that was his first lap time. So not quite as mighty from Sam as he has delivered in the past. Let's make sure we've bumped the fuel back up for the race. We're currently P7, make that P8. There's Mitja and Jean, just posted their first lap times, low 37s. I'm probably only about 2 or 3 positions down from what I could have done. We've still got to go, just the number 4 and the number 8. I think Kyle, if he was going to improve, would have done by now, so he's probably crashed somewhere or spun it. Yeah, because he's on 4 incidents, so he's just kind of not clicked ready to race. He's technically could get out there and finish a second lap, even though it wouldn't be competitive. Sem. I think he's in a similar boat. I'm pretty sure he set his time early on. So he's another one that just hasn't clicked ready to progress. So I think that's it for the grid. It's going to be P8. 14 car grid, so pretty much bang in the middle. Oh, apologise. Sem has actually just improved on a 37.0 for P3. See if we have a similar track conditions for the race. Just need Kyle to click continue, otherwise we're having to wait 35 seconds. Yeah, safety rating's the big one. And we're just about to lose our 4K I rating as well in the Formula car. Had a disappointing couple of races around here, some heavy losses, but definitely more concerned about the safety rating. I'd rather not lose the A licence. That would deprive me of, I like to every now and again jump in the Formula 1 car, and especially as the F1 series moves into its European leg.
That's the end of the session.
Once we get to May, that's when I'll probably be doing a lot more because I've got the circuits, or our racing at least has the circuits, so not having to substitute tracks in. I don't actually know what what would it be? Oh, so I was going to say not sure how I'd got my license back. It'd be Super Formula. That'd be as the B class event. I think all of Indy classes are B now as well, actually. But hopefully, it's all a bit redundant and it's not going to be an issue. I just know what I'm like. I can't just crawl around. I want to get involved. If I see a position there, I want to take it. A real test of the discipline there. So it is raining. It is going to be a damp track. Not overly wet, but enough to be treacherous. Enough that it may be wet lines, just to avoid them particular tricky sections. Try and avoid all the white lines. Don't go anywhere near the grass. All the things that in principle
20 minutes.
should be
Track
simple.
temp is 18. The air temp is 19
But aren't always.
Celsius.
I should have
Get
started from pit lane hindsight. I just
Floor it. Green, green, green.
I suppose let's try and naturally protect our safety rating.
On your right.
Artificially.
Keep it together. Hold your line. Right side's clear. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear on the right. Clear on the right. Car right. He's still there. Still there. Right's clear. Good job. Clear. On your right side. Right's clear.
Clear. Go for the move there. I was just a bit brave on the brakes. Thankfully, he didn't just turn in on me.
Okay, Blake, decent start. We can build something from here.
Okay, so we've had P8. Okay, so we definitely don't want to go to the left, as I was talking about. No one's going to demonstrate quite what I was on about there. As long as I'm not the one demonstrating it. Oh, right, nice place at the front. That was Sem moving up to P2, or they're still side by side. Sem and Kyle. Be alert just in case that's going to be a spin round car. Still side by side. Impressive stuff. And now the yellow.
Sorry mate, pardon.
Track. It's just an off track. Bit of an apology. Happy days. Now it's going to pick up a fuss about it. Got a gap behind, thankfully.
Cheers, Carl. No worries about it, bro.
Car ahead caught me out on brakes. Is he going to have an okay lead, John?
Left side. Left side's clear. Clear on the left.
P7. Temporarily at least. Yeah, you can see Sam at the front. Got a handy lead now as the cars behind us side by side for most of the half that first lap. So nice and wide here. Take the wet line, bit of extra grip. Down 11 I rating, and not the priority. Safety rating is a good one. Yeah, you always want double green. That's always kind of my minimum expectation. I've got to play CT. Don't be doing that right in front of me, please. So easy to tangle wheels in these cars. That might be a limit. It's not a limit. See the benefit to going wide through there. Staying off that greasy racing line where the rubber's been put down. And so cautiously, the two behind are probably going to be creeping back up.
The leader's just done a 139.5.
Try not to get too close to the cars ahead.
7th position.
Our left side's clear.
You're on the left.
Oh,
On your left.
blimey, how did they not tangle?
Mate,
Still there. Clear left. Good job.
You're on the left.
The lie for me, it looked like that was going to be
Oh,
tangled
what setup good? Are you on a dry setup or on a wet setup?
I didn't know this was open, if I'm honest, mate. I'm on whatever the game has given me, which I think is Formullama GP. I did about 3 laps of practice, now I'm winging it.
I was doing pretty well considering he's winging it. Better than I was when I was winging it for my first laps anyway. Oh, just stayed on the circuit. Grip up around the outside of it. Just try and get a gap. I don't really want to be under pressure. Oh, what's that? Wet patch.
Okay, Blake, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
We're alive. P6 is what we need if we do want to retain a bit of our road.
Fastest lap for Kernops, 139.1. P6, that lap was a 139.9. Good lap, that's your best in the session.
Five's been wide and slidey a couple of times. I think there's a position on here if I'm careful and clean myself. Equally, car no cars behind at 100. A bit too early on the brakes there. I've got a lovely old run, but I do not want. I know from previous race I do not want to be on the left-hand side, even though it might have been better for I get a position. Try and get him offline at some other point.
That's the bastard, come on, do it now.
I thought he was going to run wide there, but the AstroTurf seemed gripping up on him. I think I've not really taken too many liberties with it at this point. Another good run. He's on the wet line. Is he going to cover the inside? Don't. Playing with fire a bit here.
The leader has just done a 138.8.
You've just set your fastest lap of the session.
That lap was a
Gonna go through it at the
139.
inside.
He's on your left side. Still there. Clear left. Good job, buddy.
Clear.
Oh, a little snap. We're okay. Yes, I wanted him to tuck in behind me. Oh no, that's wet. Oh no, round, but take a 2x. Oh, that's not ideal. We're not going to be able to get.
This has got to be the most enjoyable race I've had in a
By the
week.
stewards
You'll
for
need to stay
repairs.
back to pit lane. Let them hold the reset button and we'll come and get you.
Is that a crappy rejoin by me? I tried to keep it to. Oh, he's overcooked it himself, I think. The angle, yeah, I think the angle he's coming at, with the angle of contact, wind it back just in case he's trying to avoid me, but I dare say, from where we were sitting here, he was probably going to hit us anyway.
Mate, Carl, nice move, mate.
A real enjoyable battle at the front, aren't they? So it was Mitch. Oh, has he lost it going into the court? Yeah, he's had a snap anyway.
So slippy on the inside there, eh?
Oh, I just got the position again.
Yeah, mate,
I
but
just
respect for the move. Committed to it. I had to give you the room.
overdriving. The I rating's gone, 110. Are we just about going to get away with the safety rating? Can't afford any more
The
accidents.
car ahead's pitting.
This thing's like going rental karting in the wet.
Yeah, so look at that, I did it. My best lap's 39.5. So I was positioned pretty much bang on in P5 because all the names that just come up in red, yeah, they were quicker than what I've just done, or I had done, and then all the cars behind were slower. Don't know if the track's getting wetter or drier. A lot of them are just in their PBs. We've used our fast repair. I think we've actually ended up dropping 2 laps.
Okay, go.
Oh no, we're just about. Yeah, we've got to have dropped 2 laps. It was a 2-minute turn.
All clear. Push now.
Can't really afford any more X. We may just keep our
10
license.
minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. That's
With a
last.
4X.
Halfway home. Fuel's good. The leader has just done a 138.3.
So number 13, who was kind of an innocent victim in that. I don't think he could avoid me no matter what I did. I've just done the same thing again. Get going, but I'm now going to have the whole field to come through.
Blue flag.
Try and get round the corner, and then I can let them all by.
Blue flag.
Thank you.
Blue flag.
Debating whether to try and stay ahead of Gene, but we'll just play it safe. Try and let him drag me around to retain my license. Was it the one? It was just first the one lap actually. Again, I don't know why I was getting too comfortable. I was doing well taking the wet lines, and then for some reason I thought, oh, let's try the dry line. Instantly wetter. Slippery on the rubbered line, with the water sitting on top of it. And round she went. It has stopped raining now. Lap time should be improving. Oh, a little break in the rain. It's just started. We're just anxious lapping now. Are we going to keep the A license? We don't have a huge margin to play with. I would hope 4x. Oh, sorry, we're up 6x now, aren't we? I would hope we'd be okay. Car behind's dropped it again. Gives it a 6-second buffer to the next car that's going to lap us. It seems to be the far end of the circuit where it's raining. It's dried up again. Coming down on a start-finish straight. So angry with myself. This and the last race, it was just pure unforced errors. It's getting a bit too relaxed in these conditions. It's so dangerous, so easy to do. You show such restraint in these conditions. The minute you take your eye off the ball, it will bite you.
The car looks fine. No damage to report.
Can't seem to get back in the
Okay,
39.
mate, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
And then that's going to be the spin that takes away the A license. That'll be a firm reminder to me why I shouldn't jump in and out of cars. Especially when it involves the rain. It's a whole different beast. Annoyingly, I enjoyed the Super Formula cars when they first came out.
You've used half
Probably
your
around
fuel.
a year ago now. And then very quickly, there was something that changed in the physics. I just stopped getting on with them, so I'm going to have to learn to love them again to get my A license back. Hopefully just 4 races will do the trick. I did the bare minimum. Don't need to rush either. I mean, it's a nice to have, but I'm going to get it back by the end of the season.
The leader's just done a 137.8.
If I can get the safety rating to 4.0, that'd be an instant promotion. If I can get the safety rating to 3, above 3 by the end of the season, and I'll get the end of year, end of season promotion. Oh, is that enough track? It's not.
Incident in Graham Hill Bend. It looks like it's Adams. Yellow flag. Watch out.
Oh, he's up on the outside. Let him take the inside.
On your left. Clear your left side.
Clear on the left.
Blue flag. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Thanks so much, Blue.
Blue flag.
Worried he was going to run into the back of me there. Tried to ease off the line. Oh! I'm just going to play it safe and ease off to let these two by as well. Why? You're not going to get slipstreaming on like that of any benefit. Now behind the number 5, who I'd worked my way past.
Blue flag.
Before I threw it all away.
Sorry for the slight fat bump.
Amazingly, no retirements.
Alright, Blake, 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Maybe the last car running. No mitigation for my high rating losses. Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. So Sam had lost the lead. I guess because the rain started falling, so we stopped falling as we heard on the voice comms earlier. Carl was running the dry setup, so perhaps come back to him a little bit more.
White flag, one more lap to go.
White flag, lap 11. Rather.
One more lap to go.
Every extra lap we can do, every extra corner we can do is much appreciated. Oh, they've launched off each other up ahead, but they're still going. It wouldn't be, wouldn't get me any positions anyway. We're on for a PB, and we were quite impressed with our first time 5 it has since then become one of the worst fastest laps of the race. We lost our confidence. Hopefully this guy
Blue flag.
Rush to rejoin. Pretty much just take dry lines through here at this point of the race. Which explains where a lot of my time has been missing.
Oh my god, Sam, what a battle. And you, Sam.
We think P3's gone off in Paddock Hill.
Cheers guys, that was the most fun race in ages.
Oh, that's a mighty improvement on the fastest lap.
Looks like P1 has gone off in Druids.
Still probably not a huge positionally.
There's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
Enhancing fastest lap.
There's the checker flag. Shit day,
right.
mate. Let's just pack up and go home.
Good race guys, thanks.
Oh, still kicking myself over the incident. Oh, Cole held on as car 8. That's 103i rating for him. It's taken most of what I've given up, 110. Oh, okay. Probably going to be a few incidents.
Yeah, I mean, Carl, me and Sam have done quite a bit of these, and whenever it's full, Sam's up the road 20 seconds up from anyone. And so I don't know, we tried a dry setup, and I don't think it worked around for what it is now. Maybe we needed like a hybrid one or something, but we just didn't have the same grip as you, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not full wet to be fair. I did a bit of testing, not the full wet, and it
Yeah, I
was horrible.
mean,
Yeah,
probably
I
in
mean, in the
hindsight,
wet,
I
full
should
wet,
have
Sam is
been a
like
bit
2
more
seconds up the road from
predictable.
anyone, mate. It's,
I still
I think
think
he's 2
his
seconds up the road, then it's like I'm 1 second off, and then usually the rest is all
I
second or
still
more
think
off.
his little snap
If
here
it's
means he
full
was
wet, at
headed in
least.
my direction
That's
anyway.
outrageous, mate.
But
Good race from you, man.
yeah, maybe I should have just stayed
Yeah, you two,
still.
mate. Really fun. Really, really enjoyable.
I think it's just one of them. I was trying to
Have a good night,
keep
man.
it as predictable
You two,
as
see ya.
possible. Yeah, these were having a great little fight. They were much quicker than me. Nothing I could have got involved with, but I could have probably kept a viewing distance. A lot of the spins, I think. Yeah, spin always. Oh, so it's getting in the pit wall. So like, see, that's exactly what I did. You see how easy it is, how many people are doing it. It's just that section of the track where you've got water sitting on the rubbed in section. This would be the one we saw on the last lap where, yeah, a bit of vaulting going on. What was that? Yeah, it was the last lap. Looked like it was a bit more of a straddle from what I saw. That's 360 from Mitcha. Oh, should we stop putting it off then? Should we see what the damage is? Oh, we've retained it. We fight. We live another day. We've lost 0.15. 1.05, a huge irate and hit, but my priority was this. Yeah, what do we do? We're going to have to be tactical. We may have to avoid this series until we've built up a bit of a buffer. The real F1 series, the Grand Prix Tour, that is round Suzuka tomorrow at 11 o'clock. It's down here, the GP Tour as they call it. 53 laps of Suzuka. Suzuka's a lot of corners. That may well be my best bet. Obviously, I run the risk of you can get a right mix of people in these lobbies. A lot of people, Formula A car, well, it says it on the tin, Formula A, Formula One car. It's normally an A-class license. It is for the regular series, but with this season-long special series, they open it up to Class C for participation. So for some people, this is a sort of first dabble in the car, or they only ever run it for these events, which is not ideal when they've got a 1,000 horsepower going through the rear wheels and full tanks of fuel. There may be a case of start from the pit lane, and it's a track I know. It's a combo I like. There is the chance of off tracks. It's famous last words. It's also it's difficult to bin it, I would say, from my experience. It can be done. I have crashed out Suzuka before, but in terms of dropping it solo, especially without rain being an option, I think my plan is jump in that, try and survive the 53 laps, and then that should be some huge safety rating gains. Not enough to get me back up to the 2, but it'll get me back deep in the 1s. And then I can do a couple of other bits and bobs, and then maybe have another crack at the 1600s. Why is it? I really got none of my favourite series due in the next half an hour. I mean, I'm not doing any more races tonight anyway, but now I can say that looks a bit odd. I've never seen it that blank. Oh, so yeah, we live to fight another day. 1.05 on the safety rating. Let's get that up next time. Coincidentally enough, I'll just throw it out there. Other fellow llama, Mr. Woodhouse, he's in a similar predicament in his Formula Car license. He's bang on the 1. in terms of retaining his B license. He jumped in the Super Formula and had a bit of a nightmare. 9 incidents. Yep, I think he went in that trying to give himself a bit of a buffer anyway. And then he lost 16, so he was at 1.16, and yeah, he's now down to the flat 1. So he's by the fractions of his fingertips, or whatever you want to call it. He's just kept his P license. I'm clinging on to my A license. As much as I can. That's just for a sign off, actually. Just thinking, there has been the Grand Prix Tour fixed. It runs on Thursdays as well as Saturdays, so can we perhaps gauge? And of course, it's 4 different time slots, so it does run into the early hours of Friday. Can we kind of gauge what the safety rating is? I mean, we need to see. This guy got 13 incidents, but still gained 22 safety rating. He only had 2 incidents, and he's gained 83, and that's at 2.87. So if I'm at 1, I'm not at 1, am I? Oh, I am near 1. Yeah, 1.12. It's going to be extra rewarding for me. So, you know what? Yeah, this guy gained 0.91, although that does include the 0.4 kicker. Yeah, I could get myself up to about 1.8, I reckon. Obviously, the big issue is keeping it clean. Yeah, he gained 1.21 with a 10x. There's a 10x, and yet he's jumped 1.21. So he went into that race 1.25. Lovely quick maths there. Yeah, and he's still managed to gain over a point of safety rating with 10 incidents. Wow, he must have been dropping off some horrendous races. Because Lyle also had 10 incidents. He only gained 0.22. Okay, a higher starting point, but still. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We'll record it as well. It might not be the most interesting of races because it's you get a lot of field spread with these. But it will be part 2 of can we retain our A license. So we'll see you next time, and we'll see when we'll get the answer. Bye bye.